Do you really think you can stick with this? School takes up like 6 to 8 hours of your day, and then when you get home it's more hours of homework and studying. It's horrible! It's possible, bro. That's why you clicked on this video, right? Back in my day, I was still taking several advanced classes at once, but I still managed to get jacked, and my grades in the classes, I got great scores on all of them. While still having a life, I was still going to events and shit and enjoying myself. You might say I was just built different, but no. I started off losing my mind. I saw the essay rubrics and test material and was crashing out. Even worse was the fact that the first few unit tests we had, I failed horribly. I was not the bro you'd expect to get jacked and pass at the same time, but I did, and I'll show you exactly how, bro. Not just a routine, but also how to schedule it around your homework, social life, extracurriculars, etc. How to level up the routine once you build a habit of working out if you want better progress, mindset tips and harsh truths, as well as some advice on more efficient studying / completing homework. The life advice shit for real. The routine itself is only 30 minutes to an hour at most. You have the time, so let's do this. So for the schedule, we're gonna keep it simple with working out 3 to 4 days a week.
Is that even enough to grow?
Yes, 100%. It's actually more than enough. You could honestly get away with just 2 days a week. You gotta follow the right routine though. You're gonna have 2 different types of workouts. You should have 2 full body workouts per week minimum if you can. The full body days are gonna have 2 different workouts you should be doing, since I don't recommend doing the exact same workout back to back. This just allows you to round yourself out better in less time and exercises. I'll refer to them as just full body day A and B. Each day's workout should take 30 minutes to an hour to complete depending on your pace. The specific days you do in the routine don't matter as long as you follow these 2 principles. 1. Don't do full body days back to back. You need at least 1 day of rest, but doing an arm day after a full body day is completely fine. Not before though. So if you had to work out 2 days back to back, I just do a full body day and an arm day. Every time you do a full body day, alternate between days A and B. So if like the last time you did a full body workout you did day A, then just do day B this time, and vice versa. So here are a few examples if you're still like, what the heck is all this? If you had every day of the week to work out, use the schedule. If you had only 3 days of the week to work out, use this schedule. If you had only 2 days of the week to work out, use this schedule. And if you only had a day of the week to work out, use this schedule. However, in this case, don't alternate the full body days. Another thing I'd recommend is walking. Walk a lot. When you're sitting your ass down on your phone scrolling, you could make that infinitely better for you by just taking a walk around your room or house. Literally no extra effort. I don't know why, but pacing is usually looked down upon. It's really good for burning extra calories and promoting active recovery. Alright, next up. I got you with a quick at-home routine. All you need is a backpack and some heavy household items. Shit like cans, books, etc. If you have dumbbells at home, they can also be used. Pull out your notes app or something because I want you to be writing these down. I'll include the workouts in the description to make copying brain dead easy. So here's what the full body day A looks like. You got exercises for basically every muscle group. Wait, but the body has so many muscles. How are you hitting them all with just 5 exercises? These lifts are known as compound exercises, so they target several muscles at once. When you're this short on time, you want to be focused on these lifts rather than lifts that only target individual muscles. They're called isolations. And here's what full body day B looks like. Similar, but just differing exercises to hit the same muscles but at like different angles. Like for example, doing push-ups with a wide grip versus a narrow grip will emphasize different muscles. Lastly, here's what the arm day looks like. Since we're only targeting arms, we can still hammer each individual muscle of the arm efficiently. Here are some common problems you may encounter though before you start. Push-ups are simple enough, right? All you need is a floor. Then the back exercises like pull-ups and table rows literally need some type of elaborate Tom and Jerry ass setup to even do, and then when you try them you can't even do one. With pull-ups, just hanging off doors and ledges is good enough. The grip might feel uncomfortable, so for that, I recommend using towels. If you can't do pull-ups, look up and do pull-up negatives instead. The same applies to table rows. Alternate exercises include single arm backpack rows, single arm reverse flies, and lastly pullovers. And these can be done with dumbbells or a backpack. If you need extra weight for the exercise to be challenging, I'd recommend throwing your dumbbells into a backpack to combine the weights, instead of just using the dumbbells individually. To make this even more simple, just get yourself a door pull-up bar and adjustable dip bars for like 50 bucks. It's not too cheap, but you know, making that investment for yourself I believe is completely worth it. If no matter what, you just can't do a certain exercise, find an easier version. It can be like doing double arm instead of single arm, or putting more weight onto your legs rather than your arms. Make sure you write down your replacement exercises if you need them. Alright, next up, this one is very important. so before you start a workout, I'd recommend following this quick warm-up. Just some walking and then dynamic stretches. It's important to not hold a stretch for longer than like 15 seconds, or you can impair your strength. The way I wrote it might be confusing, so just to make it crystal clear, if I say to do 3 sets of 5 to 20 reps of push-ups, I want you to do 3 rounds of push-ups with a rest period in between, each round ending between 5 and 20 reps. Something key to keep in mind is that if you can't get 5 reps, make the exercise easier. And if you can get above 20 reps, then you should make the exercise harder, like switching to a harder version or adding weight by wearing a backpack with shit in it and repeating this process over and over. And this is what allows your muscles to progress in size and strength. It's known as progressive overload. You have to look to be doing more reps per session. Now yeah, you can do your little routine, do your little push-ups and pull-ups, but wait, you're still missing probably the most crucial thing I'm going to be telling you in this video, which is that you have to train hard enough. That, as well as form, is what dictates the quality of the work you put in. Doing push-ups and think you can't do any more reps? Well, now imagine if I was standing right next to you pointing a gun at your head and said, if you don't get another rep, I will shoot your head. Your ass is sure as hell probably going to get 5 more reps. Those 5 more reps are super important to stimulating growth on this routine. Of course it's going to be difficult, but this is training, not dilly-dallying. Obviously, you don't have to train till you're dead right off the bat. Get the form down and just work your way up from there, man. Your brain will get used to it. Do what's hard for you, but that you can realistically accomplish, which will increase over time. You're at like level 1 willpower right now, so you gotta level it up. In around a few weeks, you should be able to consistently reach the point where you can't get any more reps because your muscles are physically exhausted. Other important things for each exercise. You should focus on moving the load as fast as you can on the way up, and then control it down for like 1 to 2 Mississippi. And in between sets, your resting period should be around 2 to 4 minutes. However much time you need in that range to feel ready for the next set. That's really it. To some of you, it might be like, what the fuck, how am I gonna remember all of this? But don't worry, man. You got your schedule and exercise list. As long as you just do the exercises, push yourself, then sleep and eat well, you will grow. To some other people, this advice may also be just too simple, but I'm gonna be dead serious with you. If you're still a beginner, you do not need to make your training more complicated than this. It's the raw effort and consistency that drives growth. Fancier methods are either just mental masturbation or for people who already have their lifting shit figured out. Alright, last up. Something I'd also recommend is starting some basic planning of your homework and studying routines. It doesn't have to be like some crazy Google Calendar AI schedule, you just have to know what simple tasks you gotta do daily. One of my favorite methods is just having a to-do list. Back then for me it'd just say like train, finish this assignment, and then study for like an hour, and this worked pretty well. In between each checkbox, I'd have like a break to drink water or text people, etc. Even if you can't fill out all the checkboxes, if you can do most of them, I'd consider that still a W day. I also didn't care if everything wasn't optimized, like after I do my math, I take a cold shower and then meditate for 5 minutes, and then afterward I go to sun my balls. I'm not looking for perfection, but just getting shit done. One major thing that lifting helps in this case is 1, killing procrastination. After training over and over, these tasks like just doing your homework don't seem nearly as bad as they used to. Procrastination is created from fear, but lifting helps you mitigate that fear by making you tougher. If you procrastinate less, you'll have a much easier time getting shit done. Exercise also just generally promotes better cognitive performance, making you perform better by default. The last issue people can run into is going out getting in the way of lifting days. What I recommend is finding some way to get your training done before you go out. And if you can't, I mean, missing a day isn't detrimental, but one day can turn into several. So what I propose is stop having a fear of missing out on shit with your friends. Your friends and being able to go out will always still be there. If you decide to lift now, you still get to enjoy the experiences in the future, but by then you'll have a better body and a better mind to enjoy those experiences even further. Alright, that is about all. Now what are you waiting for? Go give the full body or arm workout a shot, man. You 100% got this shit. Don't wait for no tomorrow. But hold up, if you have been helped by this video and like the shit I put out, I can work with you directly, man. The link is in the description. I can get your diet and sleep in check, as well as further customize your routine to your situation. If you don't like the sound of that though, that's alright, man. You can always join the free community Discord. I would also highly recommend learning how to track your workouts with this video right here. I didn't have you write down your workouts for nothing.